It's Monday morning. You arrive at your office enthusiastic and ready to tackle the day. Normally, you greet everybody as you walk towards your office. But right before entering, you notice Barbara. She looks at you with an unusual look, but she manages to nod, even though. You ask yourself, what's wrong with her? But then you remember the memo you wrote the Friday before you left the office. And then you say to yourself, it's business. If people don't like it, they know what to do. And you continue on your day. There are two behaviors that people have managed to become experts at. The first one is the art of misunderstanding, and the second one is the art of communication. Now, the question to you is, which one have you perfected? How do you manage to understand someone? Mr. Scott Young wrote an article titled, "The 7 Critical Rules to Understanding People." He uses a hypothetical chart, which is broken down the following way. 10% is empathy, 30% is relationship, and 60% is self-directed. On the 60% self-directed, it's all about my goals, my dreams, my thoughts. The other 30% are directed towards relationship, but how it affects me. What does Julie think of me? How will my boss evaluate my performance in the next review? Do my friends think of me as annoying or irritating or nice? But only 10% in the model is time spent in empathy. And you and I know that empathy is a rare act nowadays. You hardly find someone who thinks of you, who empathizes with you, who cares about your problems, who cares about the perspective or the perspective of another person. Instead of asking what Julie thinks of me, I ask, what is Julie thinking? That's empathy. And within those 10%, people divide their attention between hundreds of people they know. And as a result, you will occupy a fraction of a percentage in people's mind and only a couple of percentage in deep bonded relationships. Even if you're in another person's thought, it is how your relationship affects them, not you. That is empathy. How about communication? It is said that communication is the art of conveying an information. Going back to the story. Imagine if you get to the office that Monday morning, you do your tradition, you walk in, you say good, you greet everybody, and you notice Barbara at the corner office. You greet her. She looks at you with the unusual look, but manages to nod. You walk into your office and you think about it. You put your suitcase down and come back out and ask her, Barbara, are you okay? Moments later, Barbara breaks down and she cries. And she explains to you how her older son got in trouble because of his friends. Now, what would be the difference then in communication? You apply empathy and you apply communication. Most people don't take the time to communicate. That's why I urge you to do so and become the expert in communication, not the expert in misunderstanding. Have a pleasant day.